Well, my old Samsung monitor, 22-inch monitor, finally bit the dust. It just flickers now when I turn the computer on. I've had this for probably 2008, 2018, over 10 years. And you know, it's been a good monitor. It was huge when I first got it. I think they just started making flat screen monitors, and I got one for at a package deal or something like that. So anyway, I've been using this monitor, which is actually my work monitor that I use when I work from home, and it's got some issues. Right here, it's got some bad pixels or something like that, but it just ain't right. It's kind of it's dark right here, so there's some LEDs or something are blown out down here. So anyway, but that's like I said, my monitor, my work monitor. So I just do work on it, but I just needed to hook it up because I needed to get some stuff done. Anyway, so I go to Wally World, right, and I'm looking at the monitors they got at Wally World, and the only two they had were like Acers, and they were 24-inch monitors. And I asked, there's one lady working at the counter, and I sympathized with her. She had to go back and forth, and everything that was in a case she had to unlock and get out, and there were like 5 or 6 people in line. So I gave her some space, did some shopping, came back, and she was still helping a bunch of people. Oh, when I was there at the computer area first, I said, "Hey, do you have any other monitors besides ones on the shelf?" And she was walking away from me at the time, and she just kind of shook her head. So I didn't know if she was shaking her head at me or what. And then she kind of said like a sheepish no. So I was like, okay, she's busy. I'll just leave her alone. And usually they keep some other electronics behind the counter in these lockable cages, right? So I was like, well, you know, maybe there's some monitors locked up in those cages, and if I point them out to her when it's my turn to check out, maybe I can get a different monitor. So I looked behind the counter, and on the floor were 2 other monitors. One of them was this one, right? And there was another one too, but it was also a 24-inch monitor. And so I was like, well, they're behind the counter, so they must be reserved. And so I was like, well, forget it. I gotta go. I'm just gonna check out in front and leave. And something told me, you know what? It's worth asking. So I went back around, and I remembered I needed another SD card. So she was already over at the SD card section unlocking for something. And I said, I like this other SD card. Right, cha. So, and then while she was getting this SD card, I said, hey, you got 2 monitors behind the counter. Are those for sale too? She goes, yeah. Or I said, can I buy one of those? She goes, yeah. So I don't know, maybe, again, her tune changed, her demeanor changed. It was different from when I talked to her before. Maybe she, she was just distracted before. So anyway, I go to check out, and there were 2 people still waiting to check out in front of me. Another lady showed up to help out in the computer section. And so one person went to the other lady, and one person was in front of me. And so that lady checked out, and I came in. And she goes, which monitor do you want? I say, I want the Samsung, the other one was a straight one. This was a curved one, and so I said, "Yep, give me the Samsung 27-inch." I remember the price on the shelf. They had the display. They had this one on display, and I think the price was like $229. So I was like, well, you know, it's a 27-inch. I think I have one similar to this at my office. So I said, yeah, I'll you know, it's worth it. I'll buy the 27-inch one. Well, she rung it up, and I took it, brought it home, you know, stuck the receipt in my pocket. Didn't really think nothing of it, and then when I looked at the receipt, I'll have to find it later, but it was only 159 bucks. So I got, you know, it must be on clearance or something. But anyway, let me stop yapping, hook it up, and let you see what it looks like. Alright, there it is in all its glory. Yeah, it's beautiful. So I'll be watching YouTube on a bigger screen now. So, new Samsung screen serves a little cowbell. Screen bump.